I don't agree with her on keeping the children in ignorance and the dark about their ancestry and who their fathers are. It
Mm.
can be, it can be, it can be informed and shared with the children in an age appropriate way with a licensed therapist, and it be done in a family setting in such a way that they get some ongoing support, because the children need to know, in my opinion, where did they come from, who are they related to, because I've come across cases where kids got in relationships with a sibling,
Mm.
because when you don't know who your father is, you won't know who your sisters and brothers are.
Yeah.
And this one couple that one, when the results came back, they were full brother and sister.
Wow.
They found out after they had a baby,
Oh my.
and nobody told them. The mother was too ashamed because she didn't want to let it be known that she had been
Fair.
tipping around on her husband. So the kids from one family and her her son or daughter in the house, they end up getting a relationship. They stay together all the way through high school, and they end up living together.
Oh my.
So in the old days, like with my parents' generation, if you were dating somebody, one of the first things they want to know is
Who your
who
people?
who is her, look, who is her people.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't date that girl. You can't date that girl called that's your first cousin.
Right.
That's your second cousin. Sometimes everybody doesn't come to the family reunion.
Yes. Yeah. We don't have them anymore though. It seems like, but
Well, in my family, we're documented back about, I think about 12, 14 generations. And every 2 years, the family gets together and we make it changes for those who have passed on, and then for the new births, and keep up with, who's who. Like I
mm,
said, a side benefit of this is so you don't end up in a relationship, an inappropriate relationship, because I think it also helps for those who want to be in a meaningful, constructive relationship going forward, something long term. It might be worth your time to do some vetting on the front end. If you got a person who is dependent on drugs, alcohol, has low boundaries, and participates in some destructive behavior, it is not your job to save this person. I mean, if you're a licensed therapist and stuff, you probably shouldn't be in that relationship either, right? Intimate relationship and be their therapist, right? Um, I'm if you've seen some of my posts, I talk about how men need to learn how to become focused on saving himself,
mm,
and that means if you're going to be in a long-term relationship, you got to be willing to spend some time in a relationship and vetting those people, and for them to vet you. Compatibility is not because you get the tingles when he speaks, or she gets the tingles when that one speaks, or someone tells you, oh, y'all look cute together. We put up a post of y'all two, y'all going out to dinner, and y'all look like y'all would make a fabulous couple.
right.
But sometimes after some short term events, people find out that's all that was there.
Just look good.
Short
That's it.
term. And
Mm.
as far as, I mean, I know in my past I had relationships that I found out I didn't like her. And someone else would say to me, but dude, this person is gorgeous,
Everybody want her,
cute, fine. But I had conversations with her that left me puzzled as for why was I there. And I actually had a conversation with a young lady once, and I told her, I says, "You remind me of a house with all the lights on and ain't nobody home." And she said, "Well, what you mean?" We broke up.
huh? That was
And I look, and I know I'm not everybody. I wasn't everybody else's cup of tea back then either. But
mhm.
so is the vetting process should go both ways, right?
Right.
Deciding what do you want. You want short term, you want long term. You want short term, then you can't be upset when somebody says, okay, ghost. But if you want long term, y'all need to make sure that y'all on the same page, and you need to learn some things about each other's families, each other's past. What are your deal breakers? What do you think is a healthy boundary? I mean, if I'm the guy in your relationship with you and I still want to hang out with the single fellas and I'm going to the strip club and I'm making it rain and I'm sampling the goods before I get out of the club, you would, if you're looking for a dedicated committed man, that would be a problem for that woman. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a paternity coach.
We can agree that children should know who their parents are, but is there ever a time or a good reason for a custodial parent to keep that information from the child? Well, there are many reasons a mother might choose to keep a child from their father and conceal paternity. The pregnancy could have been a result of a sexual assault. The father could have a history of abuse. He could be abusing drugs or alcohol. Either way, for whatever reason, this does not give any outsider the right to facilitate a meeting between a child and anyone without the parents' knowledge and consent. Most people agree that it's important for a child to know who their biological parents are, right? So there's no debate, there's no argument there at that point. But what happens when an outsider, someone with no family connection whatsoever, arranges for a minor to meet a man they believe could be the child's father? Listen at this social media personality explain what she did.
I had a 14-year-old girl reach out to me, you guys. She reached out to me and said, I know you're probably never going to read this message because I'm only 14 and I know you don't deal with kids my age. And she's right. I said I don't want any kids in my inbox because they're minors. I can go to jail. I can get in trouble. I can't tell a minor what to do, and that's not an adult. So I can't get in trouble. There are laws behind that. So she said, I know you'll never read this post, but she said, my mom told me my dad doesn't exist, and I don't believe her. I have proof that I know my dad is around. She's just not telling me what I need to know. Can you please help me find my dad? She said, I know that I'm young, and I know that you won't give me no type of reply, but at least I'm trying. At least I'm asking you, right? And I actually replied to her, and I said, you are a minor, but send me what you have on your dad, and I will send you what I have. I sent her 3 profiles. One of them was her dad, you guys. And I'm trying not to cry. She never met him because the mom told her that he wasn't around. He left us. This 14-year-old girl saw her dad for the first time. They look identical, you guys. And it took me seconds to find the 3 profiles. I didn't know which one would have been him, but she knew, she had an idea of what he looked like. And I'm telling you, her and her dad are a split image. It's scary. She's actually a pretty girl, but she looks just like her dad with a wig. It's like Jay-Z and Blue Ivy. It's just like that. You could tell that that's her dad. Maury wouldn't have any problems with saying you the father without doing the test. So she actually found her dad, and they're going to actually meet up. And she is doing this behind her mom's back, but that's her dad. And now her dad is going to fight to be in her life. And it's sad that the mom made her think that he wasn't around. She's 14 now, and now she's going to be reconnected with her dad. So I do help kids too.
Now, that could be considered interference with parental rights or custodial interference, depending on the circumstances and the jurisdiction. Now, if an adult is facilitating secret communication or meetings between a minor and another individual without the mother or the custodial parent's consent, it could also be seen as contributing to the delinquency of a minor, aiding and abetting, or even grooming, if there are certain concerning elements. If the situation involves an attempt to establish paternity, but is done in a deceptive or unauthorized manner, there may also be legal implications related to family law and parental consent rights. So was this fake news and another made-up story playing the hero, or was there a crime committed? Let me know what you guys think and drop a comment in the comment section. This is Gail at Night. Thank you all for watching and thank you for supporting. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and set the bell to all.